Welcome back to Cins Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about the market preview, just about the what we talked about yesterday. As you can see on the screen now, you're taking a look at the chart of Ethereum Classic, right? Ethereum Classic was one of my top 7 pick for April, and then Ethereum Classic was down like I think 12%, 5% the first quarter, right? And then it's already like up, almost 60% of the second quarter, and then we only like let's say the first week of the second quarter, right? It's already up 60%, right? So just to remind you, to give you a quick reminder, the 7 coins I was watching for April was IOTA, Stratis, XRP, Tron, Ethereum Classic, Waves, and then Bitcoin SV, right? So the first one, already, one of the first one to break out is Ethereum Classic, 60% move to the upside the first week of April, only 7 days, right? I put up that video just about I think the 31st, right? Let me check it out really quick. So, and then we hit our target, perfect target, man. We hit our perfect target. You can go back and watch that video. My top 7 April pick, very bullish. Only 500 views, right? For 43 likes. This video deserves like 10,000 views. You gotta go back and watch that video, right? Our target was to hit just about like, I think, let's go back to Ethereum Classic really quick. Just to hit November high, very conservative. Look at, we hit November high exactly 1490, right? Our side looking pretty pretty aggressive, right? Like I said on the video, I said Ethereum Classic was making a nice bull flag, right? Guys, you gotta pay attention, man. You gotta pay attention to these details. I'm not gonna give you any coin, any coin that I give you is gonna break out. Basically, it's not a financial advice, but I'm very bad with timing the market, but I'm very aggressive in finding like which coins gonna break out. What I mean by timing the market, like at what point they're gonna break out, but I know they're gonna break out, right? So basically, time analysis, I'm very horrible at it. So that's why I gave you 30 days for Ethereum Classic to break out. We already got a 60% move to the upside in 7 days, from March 31st to April 7th, right? 60% to the upside, right? So keep an eye on those 7 coins: IOTA, Stratis, XRP, Tron, Ethereum Classic, Waves, and Bitcoin SV. Bitcoin SV already, got like almost like 20% move to the upside, from like $60 to almost like $88. So, but I'm expecting like a $150 from Bitcoin SV before end of the spring. Like I told you guys, hey, what's up, KW? Like I told you, right, this spring gonna be better than the fall of 2017. The reason why I say that, because you gotta think about it, right? In fall of 2017, the whole market was going up at the same time. The whole market was going up at the same exact time, right? But this spring, right, you got like coins like Ethereum Classic been moving sideways the whole quarter. Now all of a sudden a 6% move to the upside, right? XRP hasn't done anything, right? Neo hasn't done anything, right? You gotta think about it, right? Gas hasn't done anything, right? Right. Ripple hasn't done anything. Ethereum, the real Ethereum, right, hasn't done anything, right? So you gotta think about it, right? You at least gonna make, like, if you pick like 10 of these coins, right, you can at least double, your portfolio each time you pick one of these, right? At least like a 60 to 80% move, right? We already got like a 60% move from Ethereum Classic, and I'll give you like 7 coins. IOTA hasn't done anything. Stratis still slipping. XRP, the king, still slipping with a 5x, possible 5x move to the upside before end of the summer. So it's just like how you're gonna play the market, how you're gonna watch the market, and then what type of pattern you can recognize, right? You gotta recognize this pattern. When I give you these 7 coins, because they got the same pattern, same exact pattern, right? Same exact pattern. So you can expect like all of them to make the same impulse wave to the upside, just like that, right? Just like a 6% move to the upside, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the lower time frame for Ethereum Classic and see like what's going on, right? And also I'm going to give you 2 bonus coins, like low alt, not low alt, one of them in the top 50, like Sire coin, right? I'm going to tell you, I talked about Sire coin last week, and I know you guys not even paying attention to Sire coin. And then I'm also going to give you another one I'm going to talk about at the end of the video, right? Another coin ready to make a 60% move to the upside very shortly. If you can hear me, please you know, let me know under the comment section, because you know I'm speaking but I'm not looking at the chat room. So I just take like a 5 seconds to take a look at the chat room. So just say yes or no if you can hear me. All right. All right. So I guess you guys can hear me, because since you're not saying anything, right? So okay, I'm good. Thank you, KW. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour time frame, right? Look at how beautiful Ethereum Classic looks like, right? Look at it. Pretty beautiful, man. 4-hour time frame, right? The RSI is overextended 86, no divergence, so it's pretty good thing, right? We can expect at least Ethereum Classic for the RSI to keep moving to the upside, but we have to take a look at the lower time frame after 4 hours before we make that type of judgment. Let's go to 4-hour time frame. I mean 45 minutes time frame. Man, 45 minutes is only 76, right? And then the 4-hour time frame is at 80, you know, 86. So Ethereum Classic can go a lot higher, just like I said about BTC before the breakout on April 1st. Like when BTC was like just about 4,100, right? I said the 4-hour time frame was just about, I think it was the 4-hour time frame was like 68. No, the 4-hour time frame was like 71, right? On the R side, and then the 45 minutes was like 68. So I said like since the 45 minutes is lower than the 4-hour time frame, BTC gonna make a big breakout to the upside. You guys can watch that video. It's I can show you if you want, right? It's on my playlist, Bitcoin breakout preview, like 1 hour before Bitcoin breakout, right? So you take a look at the 45 minutes is 76. You go back to the 4-hour, it's 86, right? So you can expect the 4-hour time frame to get like to at least like 89 to 91. I can expect that. If it doesn't, we're still gonna come back down to 382, just about 382, right? Before another retest of the previous high, right? So you come back down to this area, you know, another push to the upside, maybe get a rejection, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. It's just 4-hour time frame. This thing can happen like very quick. So that's what I'm expecting. Ethereum Classic can cool down back to 1375. If not, you know, we're gonna retest, you know, at least like a, you know, 0.016, 0.017 BTC, you know. So it is pretty incredible, man. Keep an eye on this coin: IOTA, Stratis, Tron, XRP, Waves, Bitcoin SV, man. It's like 2,000 coin in the market. All of them cannot break out at the same time. I cannot give you like more than 5 or 7, so it's gonna confuse you guys. It's not a financial advice, so, but you know, I'm just sharing. I only own like a little bit of Ethereum Classic, and you know, I only buy it from Robinhood, so I don't even have any Ethereum Classic on any exchange. I just buy it like on weekly basis, like from like, yeah, $3, $4. It's already like $8 on Robinhood. So, and then it's like only like $7 on you know, $7 on Binance, right? So you can expect Ethereum Classic to get like at least $8.50 on Binance before it cools down. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and go back to the weekly time frame and take a look at Ethereum Classic. Since Ethereum Classic is the biggest winner, I'm just gonna, you know, spend some time on it and see where we're heading to. All right, you guys just saying yes about what? You guys gotta entertain me too, man. I'm entertaining you guys, so tell me something I can hear on the chat room, you know. if you want me to talk about other coins. I'm gonna go through the list of the 7 coins I'm watching you know, for April. So you know, and then you know, if you have any question you can ask. So you take a look at the weekly time frame. You know, it is pretty beautiful, man. Big uptrend coming back down to a 0.786, another retest of the previous high. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what type of a reaction Ethereum Classic going to be making, you know, after we challenge this area, right? Challenge this area. Let me just add the moving averages, 50 and 100 EMA. Moving average. All right, let's change it. This one to 100. XVG. I'm gonna take a look at XVGKW. You know, we just challenged, you know, this area of a 50 AMA. Let's see. That's a weekly 50 AMA. We just got a rejection from the weekly 50 AMA. So just like a BTC, right? We got a rejection from the weekly 50 AMA. So pay clear attention to the weekly 50 AMA. Most altcoin, right, they're gonna get back to this area. I say that like when Bitcoin was even like you know, below 3,900. I say BTC gonna retest the 50 AMA. So on Bitstamp we retested the 50 AMA, but on Binance we haven't got to that point yet. So that was I made that video like you know, last week, not last week, couple days ago. You know, comparing Binance and Bitstamp, right? Binance and Bitstamp, because BTC like pulled back to 0.786 on Binance. I mean, not on Binance, but on Bitstamp, but it hasn't like pulled back to 0.786 on Binance, right? It pulled back to 0.786 on Bitstamp, but it hasn't pulled back on 0.786 on Binance. So I hope you get the point. I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin. Sorry, I don't want to confuse you guys. 0.786, 0.618, sometimes it confuse you, but if you take a look at the chart, you know what I'm talking about. So Ethereum Classic just got back to this area of you know, on the 50 EMA, on the weekly time frame. That's where we at right now. So you can expect like Ethereum Classic, if not breaking this area, it's going to make a flag just like BTC and wait the rest of the market to decide which way they're going to go, right? So every single coin, right, I said it couple weeks ago, they're going to move above the area of 100 EMA. Now they move, all of them almost moving above the area of 100 EMA, at least the top coins. Only few coins, right, like Ncash and Sidecoin I can remember, and other coins, right? I'm gonna go through that list later on. They moving above the area of 50 EMA, and then they're gonna make a big breakout very soon. Big breakout very soon, man. So keep an eye on this 50 EMA on the weekly time frame. Let me change the color so you guys can see it. That blue is kinda ugly. Make it bigger. Accept it. All right, so you can see this 50 EMA, we just got a rejection, so you got to pay clear attention to that. Yeah, I'm gonna do XRP, man. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, so, you know, so you can get these updates. If you haven't watched any of my videos, I got like a BTC Bitcoin price update playlist. You can go and watch it. You know, it's gonna give you a detailed analysis of like where price is going, and then everything. So everything you need to know. So you don't even have to watch the price. Just watch that playlist and that's it, man. You can go. It's not a financial advice, but you can go and watch that playlist. And also make sure to hit the like and subscribe to support the channel. You're getting this update for free, man. You're not paying anything. I'm not paying you. I'm not selling you any subscription, right? I'm not selling you any product. You just have to, you know, hit the subscription button and then hit the like. That's all you need, man. And then you're gonna get these 60% to 40% up to the upside this April. I want you guys to double your portfolio in this month. I said it. All of you guys, right? If you pay clear attention, you don't have to follow my methodology, but it's not a financial advice at the same time. If you follow the same methodology, I'm telling you guys, you're gonna double your portfolio at least, right? At least double or quadruple. So it's not a financial advice, but I'm just, you know, telling you what I'm doing. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You can find your own edge, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at IOTA, right? We're gonna go through the list of the 7 coins I'm watching first on April. So let's take a look at IOTA, and then I'm going to take a look at of course XRP, IOTA BTC. You take a look at IOTA, right? It's way below its area of 50 EMA on the weekly time frame. So target for IOTA, if you want to target the long term, a 60% move versus BTC, man, like easy. You don't have to do anything. So IOTA gonna be moving. I don't know if it's going to be in April or like early May, but I'm expecting IOTA with a big move to the upside, right? We're making this flag on the daily time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame. I'll show you the flag, man. IOTA was making a nice move, just like Zilliqa, right? Zilliqa is sleeping, man, but it's gonna wake up soon. Like IOTA was making this nice move to the upside, 3 up. Now it's making this, come back down and break the previous low. And then if you watch carefully, the same pattern, right? The same pattern Ethereum Classic just made. Ethereum Classic just made this. The same pattern, right? IOTA and Ethereum Classic, they got the same pattern. So Ethereum Classic moved to the upside above this area of, I think, 50 EMA. A nice flag, right? I told you guys to keep an eye on that flag. I said it like many times in all my videos. Keep an eye on Ethereum Classic. It made the same flag Dash made, right? And Dash went up like from $88 to like almost like what? 80, when I made that video, Dash was like under $80, right? And then Dash is almost like 140 right now, 130, 140. So Ethereum Classic like made this flag. I said like I don't want to count like 1, 2, 3, 5. It doesn't matter. Like you just want to know it's a flag or not, right? That's all you need to know. You don't need to spend too much time, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. It's just useless sometimes, right? When the market is bullish. So Ethereum Classic made this flag. But Bitcoin went bullish, right? So Ethereum Classic just fell, right? Came back down and broke this area and then made a 60% move to the upside, right? So you take a look at IOTA. IOTA is making the same move, 3 up, 3 down, but broke this area of support. Now it's just about this area. You can expect IOTA to be making the same move. Like I'm horrible with time analysis, so I don't know how long it's gonna take. But IOTA is pretty bullish. RSI is just about like 42. Right? All right, KW, you gotta go to the store. Be back later on. Hopefully I'll be back, right? I mean, hopefully I'll be here. So I'm very mad that I found you 3 weeks ago. Blah blah blah. Okay, man, just hit the subscribe button. You're gonna get this update, right? All right, Sarah. Okay, so basically what you got right now, you got 3 up, 3 down. Broke this area of a previous resistance. So that's a nice setup, man. That's a nice setup. We're most likely gonna retest this area. It's just a matter of time, like, how we're gonna break it. But the market is pretty bullish. So keep an eye on IOTA, right? I'm gonna do Icon. Don't worry, man. Icon got a beautiful setup also. But make sure to hit the subscribe button and then so you can get this update. I've been updating IOTA. Like, let's see. I mean ICX. I'm gonna do ICX. I've been updating ICX since like April, man. When ICX was like 18 cents, I say ICX is gonna go like move like 60%, and and ICX did the same thing, man. Same pattern. ICX got the same pattern, just about this area. It's not exactly like at 100% like the same pattern, but ICX got the same pattern, just about this area. But it's a beautiful falling wedge, man. Beautiful falling wedge. But I'm gonna show you ICX. So let's just focus on IOTA right now. So keep an eye on IOTA, right? That's the first coin I told you guys to keep an eye on it on April. 13% down this quarter. So, and the next coin we're going to take a look at is Stratis. Stratis. Come on, Stratis. BTC. Binance. And all these coins I'm showing you guys, they most people don't talk about them, right? So it's like undervalued coin, right? Most people not talk about these coins. So you take a look at Stratis, right? Like I said, we're gonna move to the upside and then we're gonna make a flag. If Stratis still like holding strong, so we push to the upside, we came back down just about retest this area. So you take a look at Stratis and IOTA, same pattern, man, same pattern. You know, from November, right, to December, pushed to the upside, came back down to this area of a 0.786. You know, nice accumulation move. All right, I will take a look at XRP, man. XRP, definitely I will take a look at it again. So nice accumulation move, almost like a over 90 days of accumulation, man. When it goes up, I mean, it's gonna be big. So let's just hope like it's gonna make this flag, because sometimes when they goes up, when these coins go up, like they I mean, they don't even take time to make a flag, right? Just like Ethereum Classic. So, but it is pretty bullish. I don't have any Stratis, but you know, I need to pay attention to Stratis. It is making this beautiful accumulation move, man. And make sure to hit the like and subscribe, guys. So you know, and then let me know what you think down below the live chat, so I can take a look at those coins. All right, next coin we're gonna take a look at is Tron. You take a look at Tron, right? Same exact pattern. So, but Tron, I was pretty convinced Tron wasn't, you know, gonna break this trend line, but we broke this trend line. Now we're struggling very hard to, you know, to move above it, right? So, but the good thing about Tron, right, is that we came back to this area of 0.618, right? So that was my initial target, like first week of February. I said like Tron gonna come back to 503. Tron came back to 502, but I changed my mind like after we got a big support from the 50% retracement. That's when I changed my mind, thinking like Tron not gonna break this area, but Tron just like tricked me, right? And then, you know, came back down to my initial target. But it's okay, because I don't have any Tron right now. I'm just waiting for an initial breakout before before I get some Tron. But since we got back to this area, so we just, you know, change our slope. Now we got a nice support just about this area, right? So, but in order for Tron to make a breakout, I think like BTC has to cool down, right? So I don't see like a Tron going stronger than BTC after going up like 200%. But we're just gonna have to wait and see what type of pattern Tron gonna be making. But I'm still bullish for Tron, at least for April. You know, and I said it like if Tron get back to this area of you can go back and watch my top 7 coins, right, for April, right? So I say like if Tron get back within this rectangle, it's gonna be in deep trouble, right? And we did get back within this area, you know, but we pushing back to get out of it. So it's a good sign, right? At least it's not spending too much time within this rectangle. I don't want to see Tron like spending too much time within this area, right? This entire area. I don't want to see Tron spending too much time within this area. So, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I don't see like Tron breaking out until it's, you know, BTC at least cools down, right? If BTC cools down, most likely Tron gonna get a big breakout to the upside. I'm gonna take a look at one chain, man. One chain and ICX, they got the same pattern. So if you know what ICX doing, just, you know, you don't have to even like take a look at one chain. They're gonna make the same pattern. They're making the same move. So next coin we're gonna take a look at is Waves. Waves BTC Binance. When you take a look at Wave, like I said on my previous video, right, I say keep an eye on Waves. Even though I'm very bullish on Waves, right, I say it could be making these big it wouldn't be a bad idea to place a bigger, you know, buy order just about this area of you know, almost like, well, let's see, it was like 30% when I made that video, like, yeah, 30% down to the area, right, just to you know, catch those big wick to the downside. But look at, right, we're already down like, you know, 16% like since I made that video. It's not a bad thing, right? So it is, I mean, it is pretty aggressive, like I said, to include Wave in this list. But you know, if you catch Wave within this area, you know, it's gonna be a good profit if you start buying Wave just about this area. So you think about it, it's gonna be moving 30% below its area of 0.786, right? So let's take a look at it. XRP is coming next, man. I'm gonna talk about XRP. Okay, we just, you know, it has to come back down to maybe like 0.78, 0.786. Like, let's say it retests 0.786, definitely it's going to be, you know, very bullish. 0.786 plus oversold, you know, that's extremely bullish, man, on our side. So, you know, it is extremely bullish. So, but at least for the short term, it's the weakest one of the 7 coins I, you know, list, you know, I have for April. It's showing some sign of weakness, but it's only like 7 days gone. So we got like 21 days for Stratis to get its act together, right? So, and next coin we're going to talk about is Bitcoin SV and then XRP, right? Then BCHSV. All right, you take a look at BCH, right? Look at BCH, man. Completely like, you know, big breakout, right? Just like a I talked about BCHSV just about like, you see, I talked about like the last day of April, right? March 31st, right? Last day of March, not last day of April. So take a look at it, right? It's already up versus BTC, right? Already up 50% versus BTC, right? I mean USDT, sorry. I talked about like the last day of March, right? On the 31st, that's when I made that video. You can go back and watch this video just about this area, man. Top pick for my top 7 April pick, right? That was March 31st, right? You can see just about this area. Yeah, I talked about Bitcoin SV, and then the price of Bitcoin SV was like, I think like $63, right? Because I said like the Bitcoin SV chart versus USD Tether is beautiful, man. So I usually don't trade versus USD Tether, but look at it, it's already 50% up versus BTC since I made that video, man. Since I made that, it's 50% up versus BTC. I mean versus the dollar, right? So it is pretty incredible, man. So basically, you got 2 coins breaking out. You know, since I made that video, Ethereum Classic and Bitcoin SV. So basically, you have to watch XRP, Stratis, IOTA, Tron. Tron and the waves, they're looking weak. So basically, the other 3 coins you got to be watching is IOTA, XRP. You know, Tron is looking weak. Basically, Stratis, IOTA, and XRP. Basically, watch out for those coins the next 7 to 10 days, right? So let's take a look at XRP. And we're going to take a look at XRP, BTC, and then XRP USD Theta, right? So, because they basically opposite, right? You take a look at XRP, like I said, right? The new week gonna start like, you know, in like, let's say 5 hours, right? We're gonna start the new week, the 2nd week of April, right? So we could expect like XRP at least, right? Since we got a big rejection from this area of 6,500. So let's see like the first couple of hours, the first 4 hours, right? If XRP gonna be able to get some reaction, right? I'm gonna update the price on Monday as soon as we get some sort of reaction from XRP from this area of 6,500 sat, right? 6.5. So if you take a look at XRP versus the USD Tether, it's gonna mislead you, man. XRP dollar value is still going up, right? But XRP versus Bitcoin is still going down. So for instance, right, if you're holding XRP, since Bitcoin started to break out like the 1st week of April, you're already up like 20% on your portfolio if you're like only holding XRP. That's pretty good, right? So in XRP, but XRP is going down versus BTC, right? That's what you need to think about, right? You gotta think about it. XRP cannot go down versus BTC forever. So if BTC starts making a flag just about 6,000, 5,800 in that range, you know, you can expect like XRP to go, let's say XRP just go by like 50% versus BTC after that, because it's going to be $1. That's exactly $1, man. It's pretty easy math, right? So XRP going to go 50% versus BTC, just like Ethereum Classic, very shortly, right? By that time, right, XRP going to be like, before XRP goes like 50% versus BTC, XRP might be like, let's say 45 cents, right? And then if it goes like, you know, another 50% versus BTC, you're looking at, you know, already like, you know, 90 cents, $90, something like that. You know, I don't know how to explain to you, but just keep an eye on XRP. It is pretty bullish, man. It's not going to go down forever, right? It's not going to go down forever. Big support from left shoulder, big support from right shoulder. You know, BTC about to, you know, get to 6,000, and you know, XRP gonna steal the show. So definitely XRP gonna have the last laugh, man. I'm telling you guys. It's not a financial advice, but I'm pretty confident XRP will break out very, very shortly. Pay chart. I'm not familiar with the PAY chart. I will take a look at it. Johnny Bull. Did you see the XRP long lately? Listen, I think. Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, it's I hear you, Johnny. I think like you know, they playing with you. XRP is a wealth transfer, guys. You know, I think like XRP gonna do extremely well, man. At least in 2019, I see XRP over like $1.20. I said it like December 2018, right? I say XRP to $1.20, but XRP doesn't want to follow my analogy, so it's my analysis, but it's eventually real, because when I was calling for Litecoin $50, $57 Litecoin late December, early January, you know, I don't want to make this video too long, but I could go like to my trading view and show you like when I was calling like a Litecoin to $57, and then a Bitcoin like $10,000, so, and 5,700. So, but all those prices, they're going to eventually come. It's just a matter of time, right? So all right, XRP, let's go ahead and remove everything and take a look at the daily time frame for XRP. Take a look at XRP. You got a big bounce on the daily time frame, so we basically trying to find some pattern. We don't have any pattern, right? But I like this pattern on the daily time frame, right? Because when I take a look at this falling wedge, now it just gave me ICX and one chain, right? ICX and one chain, that's what it's giving me. So what I want to see from XRP, right? I want to see XRP make a flag, right? So let's see. We could retest this low just about this area of 6,600 versus BTC, right? Another push to the upside, right? A nice flag, right? It's gonna make a nice flag once we get to this 100 EMA. It's gonna make a, once we get to this area of 50 EMA, it's gonna make a nice flag, right? Because we're gonna get some rejection. It's not gonna move like a, it's not gonna make like a, it's not gonna go like to a $90, not $90, 90 cents like in one move. It's gonna make this nice flag, and most people are gonna, you know, feel very desperate for XRP to move, and then all of a sudden you're gonna wake up like 3 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna see XRP like, you know, $1.20, $1.50. So keep an eye on XRP to break this area of 50 EMA, this red line. So that's my next target now, because we got a big separation between these EMAs, the 50 and then 100. So it's a good thing, right? Big rejection. So a clear crossover. Let's see. A clear crossover, right? Now we got a big separation, because this separation cannot, you know, last forever, right? It's just a matter of time before, you know, the gap can be XRP can close this gap again. But we're gonna get a rejection first of all, just like Ethereum Classic, like I said, by Ethereum Classic. So the first push to the upside is pretty nice, but we weren't able to get to this area of 50 EMA. So, but the second push, you know, after BTC break, like let's say 55, 56, you know, cools down, you know, XRP gonna, you know, definitely gonna show some strengths. RSI is looking beautiful. So even though it is oversold, but I like this V shape. So I like this V shape. So it's a good sign, right? I like this V shape. So a bigger reversal pattern. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at I'm gonna come back to XRP here if you guys have any question about XRP, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin, because I said I'm gonna update BTC price action. Take a look at BTC, right? The current price of BTC on Binance is 51.50 almost. Like I said, right, about BTC, and then why BTC is going to be moving to the upside. We're going to talk about BTC, the R side, and then the volume. It is pretty critical, right? Because you take a look at it, right? If BTC dropped like to 49.28 yesterday, so it is pretty incredible. Like, so if BTC like remains, you know, close above 50 at least, right? We're gonna be making some lower highs, right, on the price. But you take a look at the R side. The R side is pretty flat, right? So it's a divergence, right? Divergence doesn't mean like price going up, right? It doesn't mean price going up and then the R side, let's change the color, and then R side is going down, right? It doesn't mean that way. It could be the other way around, right? You know, it could mean like price is going up, right? And you know, R side is what is flat. Also, it's a divergence, right? It's also a divergence, right? How about like our price is making lower highs, right? Price is making lower highs and R side is flat. That's still a divergence. Divergence doesn't mean like, only means like they're not moving together, right? So it's a divergence, but this divergence is in favor of the price. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying or not. The R side, you take a look at it, you know, it's relatively flat, right? It's relatively flat. It's not doing anything, right? But you take a look at the price, right? The price is moving down, right? So it's a divergence, right? Price not moving down, but it is making some lower highs. So I want to see now at least price to make a double tap or make this sort of divergence, right? That's going to be more favorable for the price, right? So that's what I'm expecting. And if price make this move, right, most likely we're going to get a clear divergence, right? Price could keep going up, and then R side now gonna, you know, start to weaken, right? You know, it's gonna make this U-turn, right? And as soon as we break the previous R side level, right, that's very important, right? As soon as we break this area, let me show you guys. As soon as the R side break this, the previous high, right, just about this area, right, it's gonna be a sign of strength like this, right? You gotta think about this, right? Because as soon as we break it, now the R side already make like a double, it's not a double tap, but it's going to be a high right on the R side. But take a look at the price. The price already got a higher high, so it's no divergence. So by the time, you know, R side is going down, keep going down, price going to be keep going up, right? We're going to get a big divergence, just like Litecoin on the daily time frame and Tron, right? So I'm going to show you Litecoin so you can know what I'm talking about. LTC, BTC, right? BTC is pretty strong. I said it last time. BTC is going to be as strong as Litecoin, right? You go back to Litecoin. Let's just remove everything so we get a clean shot, right? You go back to Litecoin, right? Just about this area, right? Look at Litecoin right here. Litecoin was making a double tap just about this area. A double tap, right? And then our side made a tap just about this area and then broke it, right? This area right here, and then went up, price followed, right? And then price made a double tap. Our side was still going down, but price still moving to the upside. So BTC most likely going to make this type of move, you know, as soon as our side break the previous high, right? You know, BTC break, you know, going to break the previous high also, but our side going to be moving to the downside, and then price going to keep going up. So just keep an eye on our side and the price. So the divergence can last at least for 2 weeks. So, but ultimately, you know, 58 to 6,000 is my target. Like, let's say we get like more than 58 to 61, it's still like a, you know, plus sign, right? I mean, it's a good sign. It's just a plus. So, okay. All right, guys. You guys want to talk about Hey, Johnny. Thanks a lot, man. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe if you're new to the content, right? So, you know, we can have a good community, man. It's not so I can learn from you guys, and then because you guys think about it, right? I used to have all these thoughts, but you know, I wasn't like comfortable in you know, sharing my knowledge. I mean, it's not a lot, but I got a lot to learn. But I used to like make a lot of prediction, and then most of those prediction I used to make, used to come true. So I'm like, man, I just have to share it, like, but that's it. Let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on the daily time frame, because I told you guys something very interesting about BTC on the daily time frame, on the 2-hour time frame. Sorry. Okay, I told you on the 2-hour time frame, right? BTC is making the same pattern, right, on the 2-hour time frame as the daily time frame. Take a look at it very closely. Take a look at this pattern right here. I don't know if you guys watched the yesterday video, right? This pattern right here, right? Look at it. I'm gonna show you the daily time frame, right? So keep an eye on it. I'm gonna give you 2 seconds to watch this pattern, right? Take a look at it, right? It move to the downside, accumulation move, push to the upside, fake out, come back down to this area. You seen it? So let's go to the daily time frame. Daily. Whoops, take a look at it. It seems like you're seeing the same thing again, right? It pushed to the downside, it fake out, move to the upside, it fake out, it push to the upside again. So BTC is beautiful, man. It is making some beautiful pattern. You just got to be able to recognize them. But after we made this push to the upside, what we got? We got a 1-to-1 extension, right, from the neckline. I said it, man. I said it yesterday before this pattern was completed. That 2 hours time frame was completed. We got a 1-to-1 extension. Let's see. Our 1-to-1 extension exactly took us just about like 5,000, right? So we got a rejection. The first rejection was just about 5,000. So it's not a coincidence. But when you take a look at this pattern right here on the 2-hour time frame, right, what kind of a extension you want to take, right? I was being aggressive yesterday and I said I'm going to take the same extension, but let's see. We're going to have to go back. We might be reassessing our bullishness. But if you really take a look at this pattern, what type of extension you want to take? Yesterday I said this pattern right here. Let's just ignore the wick and then we take this extension, right? If we break it from the current price, right, you're looking at 56.50, right? 56.50. If, like, let's say BTC break this area, you're looking at 56.50, right? Which is our next target. First of all, that was our target, even like before I make this extension. So 56.50, right, for BTC. If, like, let's say we break this area, so, and I think like with at least like 60 to 75% chance we're gonna break this area. The RSI on the 2-hour time frame, look at it, man, looking beautiful. It is giving you the same pattern, man, same exact pattern on the RSI on the daily time frame before the breakout. Same exact pattern. Let's go back to the daily time frame, right? You take a look at this pattern just about this area, right? Isn't it the same pattern? Right? Isn't it the same pattern? Right? Let's go back to the 2-hour time frame. Guys, let me know if you understand what I'm saying or not, so I can go back and repeat it. Now you're looking at the 2-hour time frame. Look at it. Same pattern. Let me go to the daily time frame. Look at the pattern again, right? You seen it? Same exact pattern. So you can just like expect like the 2-hour time frame to be extremely bullish and repeat like this move just about this area, right? It could, right? It could repeat this move, right? Could repeat this move because you got the same exact move just about this area. So on the 2-hour time frame, you would be looking at this move again, right? You would be looking at this move, right? And the next move gonna be so powerful if it is successful, right? You look at this move and that move, right? It looks like in a head and shoulder, right? Look at it, a head and shoulder, just a head and shoulder, right? Just a head and shoulder. Look at it, guys. Look at it. Same exact move, right? Same exact move. The downside is if it breaks, it's gonna get like to this area of oversold. So, but I'm still like 60%, like 60 to 75%, bullish. It's not gonna break to the downside and get to this area of oversold. It's gonna move back to the upside. I'm 60 to 75% confident. But let's say like with 40% confidence of bullish bearishness, we still got like support just about 47.03, 4703, right? 4703, just about this area. 4703. That's my next target if BTC remains wants to be bearish. So we're gonna get a big support from the 50 EMA on the daily time frame. I mean on the 2-hour time frame before another move to the upside. All right, guys. It is the same thing, man. People are not paying attention. I know you guys, most of you guys know Intro to Cryptos. I said it in on this like a daily Bitcoin trading. I wish I could find that comment. I commented on his daily live stream, like 6 minutes. You guys gotta keep watching that. Watching those videos is pretty interesting. He put up like a live stream every day, just in the morning, like 6-minute videos. I said like, as soon as we get this break to the downside, it pushes it up upside. I said like exactly that's what we're gonna get. Exactly, man. I said it like on the 3rd, and then we got the same exact thing, man. Same exact pattern. Same exact pattern. But just keep an eye also on the last hour, like 7 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know where you guys are living, but like 7 to 8 p.m. it's going to be very volatile, because it's going to be a big fight who's going to win this battle between the bears and then the bulls, right? Whoever like win this battle most likely going to dominate next week, because BTC is moving on a weekly basis. Most people are not paying attention. BTC is not moving on a daily basis. It's moving on a weekly basis. For instance, on Sunday, right, April 1st, it's not a coincidence like BTC started a bull run on April 1st on a Sunday, Monday. It's not the first day of the week. It's not a coincidence, man. Not a coincidence. Let's go ahead and take a look at ICX. Guys, make sure to hit the like and subscribe, man. It's like 20 people I think watching, so but I don't see any thumbs up, so maybe I don't know how to let's see. Let me go back. Let's see ICX BTC. ICX BTC. 16 thumbs up, guys. 22 watching. If you guys forgot to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the thumbs up, because you're watching for free, man. It's not like you're at the movie. You're not paying anything. And then you're watching and making money at the same time. When you go to the movie, you're watching, and then you have to pay. You have to pay these actors to play those movies for you, and then so you can entertain yourself. But this one you're watching to make money. So you take a look at ICX, right? ICX is a pretty bullish, man. I said it, same thing I said about Ethereum Classic. No divergence, right? ICX is doing the opposite of what Litecoin is doing. Litecoin is going up, outside is going down. But look at ICX, look at ICX, man. Pretty bullish, right? Like I said, I'm looking for a sideways correction, right? Sideways correction, just about this area, right? And the price is moving to the downside. Now we even getting a divergence, because our side is still moving down and price is moving up. So just keep an eye on ICX. If BTC BTC makes a big spike to the upside, most likely ICX gonna retest these lows, right? So, but it all depends, right? Most likely ICX gonna retest this low. It already did it, right? So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. ICX already like retested the previous low, just about this area before the push to the upside, right? So, but if BTC wants to break out, most likely ICX gonna lose its strength, right? So I'm not in hurry. BTC is the main, it's the main thing to be watching out, right? To be keep an eye on. So if BTC breaks out, most likely ICX can retest this area. But just about this area, right? Just about this area. Let's take a look at it. It is pretty bullish. Just about this area, right? It is pretty bullish. This pattern, I recognize it. I just can't tell you where, but it is pretty bullish. I think it's not Stratis, but it's I can't remember. But I have to look it up. But this pattern is pretty bullish after a flag. I think Ethereum Classic attempted to make this, this move, but a break to the downside, right? So Neo is, it's Neo and Ethereum. They made the same pattern, a flag, a push to the downside. So keep an eye on ICX. We could push down to get back to this area of let's say 700 to 750 for a very short time before another push to the upside. So let's go ahead and take a look at the. Let's go ahead and take a look at one chain, right? One BTC. I'm not Indian. I'm Senegalese. I don't know if you know where Senegal is or not, but I'm Senegalese. You take a look at the one chain, right? Nice bottom formation just about this area, man. I was talking about one chain when one chain was just about this area, man. I was talking about one chain when one chain was like 750, right? Look at one chain, right? And don't tell me like the whole market is up. When I was talking about one chain wasn't up. So one chain went up like 700% to the upside, right? So we're making this nice ABC correction to the downside, a nice flag. So basically you take a look at it this way, right? ICX is making this move, right? This move just about this area, right? Made this flag. Now ICX is making this move just about this area, right? You see, I didn't even know like one chain was making this move. Let's see. Come on, get out of here. Okay, I didn't even know like one chain was making this move just about this area, right? I said like I know somebody is making this move, right? So a break to the downside, right? Came back down below this area of 50 EMA. So basically one chain is making the same pattern. ICX is making the same pattern as one chain, so you can expect like one ICX to break to the downside and another move to the upside. So let's say you feel like left out. I don't think you still got time to buy ICX if you want to. So but I'm not gonna be in rush of buying ICX. You could get like ICX just about 750 again. It's right now it's like 880, 8,000, right? Something like that, 8,800 on Binance. But one chain is just about 9,000. So but my target for one chain is definitely like 20,000 sats. So, and you think about it, it's not even much, right? 20,000 sats. Even like even Nano is more than 20,000 sats. Nano is like 27,000 sats. So I think like at least one chain can get like to 20,000 sats this spring. So and 20,000 sats is nothing but, let's see, where's 20,000 sats? Let's see, October high. October high is only 18,000 sats. So the current price of one chain is 9,000 sats. You could expect like, one chain doubling its price versus BTC. The current price of one chain is about 45 cents. If it double its price and BTC remains at 5,000, you think about it, one chain gonna go like to 90 cents, which is pretty like what? It's still nothing. Still like, just about dollar. It's still like 90% down, right? From all-time high. So it is pretty, pretty doable, right? So it's not like it is like one chain gonna 5x versus BTC. It's just doubling versus BTC. So I just want BTC to do well. So if these coins double versus BTC, they basically gonna quadruple their price. So but if BTC like goes up like 50% from the current price, you're looking at one chain 3xing, which is gonna be like almost $1.50. So right, you take a look at ontology already 4x from 41 cents to almost $1.60. That's 4x, man. One chain hasn't even like doubled yet, and Ethereum Classic hasn't even quadrupled yet. It went like from $3.50 to about $7. You take a look at Litecoin, 4x. Neo hasn't done anything, man. The spring gonna be beautiful. I told you guys we're gonna have a beautiful spring. If you're familiar with my channel, I've been saying it even before the the bull market started. I said the spring gonna be beautiful, man. We're gonna get a beautiful spring and maybe a nasty summer. But as soon as we get to the late May, the last week of May, I'm definitely going to reassess my bullishness. But I will let you guys know what I'm expecting for the summer. It might not be even nasty as I'm expecting, but we're just going to have to reassess how much we went up from the bottom and how low we have to get back. Maybe 25 to 30% to the downside wouldn't hurt much, after you 10x your portfolio, right? So Ethereum wax, Germany. So guys, let me know where you are. Let me know where you're from also, so I can be familiar with y'all, because most of you guys I'm pretty familiar with you guys, like Gordalon. I think Purity Page is not here today. Johnny, I'm pretty familiar with most of you guys. Johnny Bull, yeah, Gadi, I think I'm pretty familiar with you too. So Italy, New Delhi, whoa, I love Italy, man. I was in Italy last year. I was in Firenze, so I'm pretty familiar with Italy too. So I'm looking forward to come to Italy, like this summer also. But I'm hoping the market gonna be bullish. Germany, I work with a lot of German guys, man. So I'm familiar with a lot of German people also. USA, LinkedIn, USA, Canada. Oh, nice. Canada. I've never been in Canada. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Nobody from China? India? New Delhi. I think I'm going to say New Delhi. Yeah, India. Okay. Tor coin on CoinMarketCap. Spain. Wow. Let's take a look at Ethereum. I've never been in Spain, but I'm looking forward to visit Spain. You take a look at Ethereum, right? Ethereum BTC it's not time to be selling your Ethereum. Like I said, you take a look at Ethereum, right? Ethereum made this flag, the same flag ICX is making, just about this area, right? Norway, whoa. You take a look at too cold. I definitely don't like cold, so I might not come to Norway then. So you take a look at the Ethereum, right? Beautiful flag, a push to the, put a sideways correction, just like ICX. So guys, you gotta pay attention to this pattern, man. Crypto is one basket. When I was talking about ICX, I didn't even get the chance to take a look at Ethereum, but look at this pattern. When I said ICX is gonna break to the downside, I'm bullish, but sometimes you have to be honest to yourself. You don't want to be bullish all the time. I have few ICX, so it's not like if ICX even triple, I'm still gonna be poor. So it's not like I'm gonna be rich. So look at the same pattern, right? I'm gonna show you ICX. Let's just go back to ICX. All right, let's see. Thanks to you, Spyros. Let's go back to it. Let's go back. You see this pattern? ICX is making the same pattern, a flag in the same exact pattern as Ethereum making it. The pattern of Ethereum is just longer. The sideways correction is going to be longer, so you can expect the push to the upside to be even stronger, right? So go back to Ethereum. ETH, BTC. If you're new to the content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe, right? You see this pattern, same exact pattern. Sometimes things doesn't have to be proportional, right? So don't look at like, you see one pattern, it made this move, right? And then you're like, oh, I'm looking for the same pattern, but I wanted to make this move. No, this pattern, you have to look at it in 3D, right? You have to look at it in 3D, right? Look at Ethereum. It's making the same pattern, but it is making it flat, right? ICX, the slope for ICX pattern is just, go back. The slope for the ICX pattern is just like an upward slope, is more positive, but the slope for the Ethereum formation is just, horizontal, right? And guys, remember, we haven't talked about anything about Elliott wave. It's only pattern recognition, right? Recognizing pattern, right? So just about this area. So Ethereum is making this accumulation move, a push to the downside, right? So extremely like a oversold, right? So probably gonna make a double top and expect like a let's see, let's go back. Expect a nice divergence. Since we already like oversold, expect a divergence, right? We could even like retest this area, and then the R side gonna be moving to the upside. So I'm not in rush with Ethereum, right? I don't have any Ethereum. I'm not in rush. BTC is pretty bullish. Ethereum Classic is pretty bullish. You got like plenty of coins, right? Neo is still like not doing anything. So if you play your card right, you can go back to all-time high this spring, right? Not in dollars, but in at least BTC value. So you gotta think about it, guys. You gotta think about it, man. I will take a look at ADA, Mustaf. You gotta think about it, right? You don't wanna focus too much on your dollar value because the market is down. We're still on a bear market, so you wanna focus on your BTC value. Let's say you get back. Let's say like the previous bear market, you got 10 BTC, and now you only got like 2 BTC. You wanna work hard to get back to at least like 6 to 7 BTC, regardless of BTC price. Regardless of BTC, even if BTC goes to like a 1K, you don't care. Just focus on accumulating your BTC value, right? Like if you accumulate enough BTC, right, and then the bull run really like started, you can even like quadruple your BTC on the next bull run, right? By going through altcoins. So accumulate more BTC, and instead of like focusing on your dollar value, it's gonna kill you if you focus on your dollar value. Because if BTC get to $100,000 and then you only got 1 BTC, it doesn't mean anything. You only got $100,000. It's still a lot of money, right? I wish I had it, but but you want to focus on like accumulating a lot of BTC. Only buy these coins versus a BTC. Buy them low when the BTC value is really down, and then because if BTC double, this coin's gonna quadruple or quintuple, right? When 5x, 7x, so. I think you are wrong about ICX. I could be wrong, but what I'm saying is I'm not in rush. So it's not like at what point you enter, right? You take a start buying. It's just like you want to buy when the market is facing up. That's all. I mean, not facing up, but when the market is turning bullish. But you go back to ICX. Let's talk about it. Let's go back to ICX. So I'm holding some ICX. So if I say ICX can retest this area, it's not like I'm extremely bearish. I've been talking about ICX when ICX was making this flag, guys. You go back, watch my ICX was one of my top pick in the March. ICX 1 chain, V chain, right? Let's see. I forgot the rest, but I talked about ICX when ICX was just about this area, man. So I could be wrong, but I was right when ICX was just about this area. So if I'm wrong, ICX break this area, I'm still bullish, man. I'm still in profit because I'm holding some ICX. But if it get back to this area of a 50 EMA, get another support, I'm still like accumulating. So it's not about being wrong or right. It's just about like getting consistency, right? Being consistent. That's the most important thing. So let's say I'm wrong from this area. It's okay. I've been wrong before. So it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt me. It's only like 5%, let's see. It's only 5%, right? Only not even 10%. It's not even much. When you write like 70%, it's okay, right? It's okay. Tomorrow, I think we will break that all-time high. We could, right? We could. Because I saw ICX was pretty bullish like last night, and then we got a nice rejection. But I would love to see ICX retest this trend line, not this trend line, but this area of a 50 EMA again. Because the R side is facing to the downside. It is not a good sign, right? Let's see. If like the R side make a U-turn, right? Let's see this R side right here. If it makes a U-turn, right, I say I'm wrong, right? And then we break this high, this area of rectangle, right? We could be making a very impulse wave and then come back down. So you're gonna be panicking. That's not we make a very impulse wave, you're gonna panic, and then you're like, oh, ICX is going to the moon, and then it's gonna come back down and accumulate and then move. it's not in rush, man. Just let it build like a big momentum. It's not in rush. We got like another 45 days of bullishness, so it's not in rush. ADA, let's go ahead and take a look at ADA. I'm gonna take a look at Genesis Vision, man. Let's go ahead and take a look at GVT, because you know I haven't talked about GVT like for the last 4 weeks. But I'm watching it. I'm not looking at the chart. You see, I've been paying clear attention at GBTC, man. Double tap GBTC, GVT, BTC. I keep saying GVTC, GVT, BTC. Genesis Vision. Genesis Vision is giving the same pattern with let's see, I think it's a nano, right? It's nano, right? Nice pattern, right? All you need to do is just wait for Genesis Vision to break this area. So BTC went bullish. This coin is pretty weak versus BTC. So I don't know why, but it's been pretty weak recently. Look at it, a move to the downside, right? So, and one thing I like about Genesis Vision, it always give you a second chance. That's why I had this marked out, right? I haven't taken a look at it. I just like analyzed the chart and then I forgot about it. But it always give you a second chance. Let's say it breaks out like to the upside, right? And you're like, oops, I missed it, right? And then price came back down, right? Let's take a look at this. Price came back down to this area, right? You're like, oh man, I'm panicking. Don't panic. It's gonna give you another chance, right? Price came back down. You lose like almost 60%, right? Price gonna come back down, come back up to this area. You're gonna get a second chance, right? That's the only coin I've seen like doing this type of pattern. This coin and I think like NAV coin also like sometimes give you a second chance. So that's why I have this marked out like this pattern right here. It's all about pattern, man. It's all about pattern. No Elliott wave, nothing. No Elliott wave, nothing, man. Just patterns. Just patterns. Make sure to hit the like and you know, subscribe so you can get this pattern recognition. If you want to learn Elliott wave, you can you know, when I get the chance I will talk about Elliott waves, but the market is too bullish to be focusing on like some ABC and 1 2 3 4 5. It's too bullish, man. Just focus on pattern, and once we make this you know, make the top formations like Doug always says, then you can focus on your you know, ABC correction and see where you can find a entry. If you don't know Doug, I'm gonna put a link of his channel underneath the comment section so you can learn how to do you know, some you know, bottom formations. You want me to take a look at pay? Okay, Anim Wolf. I will take a look at a Bitcoin SV. Let's go ahead and take a look at pay. Oh, 10x. I forgot the symbol was pay because I haven't taken a look at it for so long. Pay. It's been a while since I took a look at 10x pattern. So 10x has a unique pattern. I've never seen this pattern, just like I talked about. I think I forgot the coin I talked about yesterday. I think it was Digibyte. But 10x, let's take a look at it. It is making a nice U-turn, right? So it's looking pretty aggressive. So let's take a look at the weekly chart. Maybe it's going to give us a better pattern. Tor coin, please. Only 5 seconds. Tor coin. What's the symbol? Give me the symbol. Is it VChain? You mean VChain Tor? Oh. All right. So you take a look at the weekly chart. It is making a nice flat correction, right? Just about this area, right? Just came back, retest the low. So what I'm expecting, at least for the short term, you know, came back, make the, you know, this retest this low, make a flag. We could be getting some rejection just about this area of 50 EMA very shortly, right? But BTC has to remain calm, right? Because none of these coins, they're going to go up. They're not going to be going up if BTC wants to go up. So it could be making this a flat correction forever. But if BTC remains silent, we could be expecting like some big move to the upside from 10x. I used to hold some 10x back in, you know, long time ago, but I haven't take a look at the chart for so long, so that's why I'm not familiar with this pattern. But it is a pretty unique pattern. When you take a look at the weekly chart, it's the same pattern as the ICX and the one chain, right? And a push to the upside and came back, retest this low, another push to the upside and coming back, retest it. So you can expect like 10x to, at some point, you know, once we make this push to the upside, it could be making a flag above this area of let's say 50 EMA, right above this area of 50 EMA on the weekly time frame. So let's see, we could be making this flag just about this area. Let's go back. Let's go back. Guys, make sure to hit the like and subscribe if you find the content useful. That's the only thing you pay for. It's free, right? That's it's free content, man. It's not like you're watching a movie, right? When you go to the movies, you pay like what, 12. I haven't been to the movies so long. Like I think $12, $13, right? To watch like something for an hour and a half, but you're watching something for an hour for free, right? So hopefully like 10x can make this move to the upside and a flag, right, on a weekly time frame. So it's going to be extremely bullish, right, for the long term. If you're holding like for like the next 3 to 5 years, yes, you know, because this flag can, like, you know, it's like a 2 to 3, at least a, you know, 10 wicks flag, right? You're looking at it, a push to the upside, a 5 wicks flag. So yeah, because you got to think about this whole pattern. Just about this area took like, you know, 3 months, right? And then, you know, we got like at least like another 1 month of sideways correction. So this flag could last another, like, you know, another 4 to 6 weeks after we push to the upside. But we got to be able to close above this area of 50 EMA. That's the most important thing, right? We want to close above this area of 50 EMA. So hopefully BTC is going to be able to close above 50 EMA on the weekly time frame also, because we got a big rejection on the 50 EMA on a Bitstamp. BTC. It's not showing up. Let me try Tor coin. It's not showing up, man. I can't find Tor. All right, no problem, Gotti. Walton, Spencer, you're asking for Walton. I will talk about the XRP double right shoulder, 10 XRP. Coin market cap. Let's see. I have to go to coin market cap. THR. Tor coin. I don't know why it's not showing on now. It's not much I can do from a total. Whoa. This coin is like almost $1,000, but it doesn't have any. It's ranking 91. So let's see. It's been around since what? Been around since August 2018. A big run to the upside, right? But it's not much I can do, man. This coin is. It's like on its own world, right? I don't know anything about the coin. I have to. The volume is picking up, so that's a good thing. But nice volume, right? All of a sudden, started when? That was late February, right? Late February, a big push to the upside. So this coin started its bull run like on February. But I can't do anything, man. Sorry, I can't do anything about this. I can't do any TA from coin market cap. I have to get, you know. And it doesn't have enough history also, so at some point it's definitely going to come back, you know, going to cool down, but hopefully it's going to be on coin market cap, but I can't find it on coin market cap. Let me give it another try. Maybe it has another name, but Coin. No, it's not on CoinMarketCap. Let's just give it like a another, maybe 30 days. It's going to be updated on CoinMarketCap. Just wanted to make me feel good. Okay, all right. Now you made me feel good. A big move to the upside at almost 10x, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at Walton. We're going to take a look at Walton and then maybe Populous next. And then if you guys don't have any coin to talk about, I'm just going to call it a day. All right, take a look at Walton. I was pretty bullish, man. Like, man, you guys got to be paying attention. But when Walton was making this flag on the daily time frame, I told you, Walton going to be making this flag, right? But this flag wasn't even that long. That's why I don't want to spend too much time counting either it's going to be a 5-wave or ABC correction or a 5-wave correction. So you don't want to waste your energy, right, counting those waves. So Walton is going strong versus BTC, right? Even BTC is pretty bullish. Walton is making a very nice move, right? So Walton is making, I think I talked about Walton and Sire coin on the same video, right? So nice flag, another push to the upside, right? Pretty aggressive, but we're just gonna have to wait and see if Walton gonna be able to break this area. So if not, we're most likely gonna retest and wait for this crossover between the 50 and then 100. So we're already getting a divergence, a double top. So, but we're just gonna have to wait and see if Walton gonna be able to break this area. So that was my ultimate target from Walton long time ago, like Walton to hit like 50,000 sats, and then we did hit 50,000 sats exactly, man. I haven't talked about Walton long time. I mean, it's been a long time since I talked about Walton, like the last 5-7 days, right? So we already hit 50,000 sats, man. So let's go ahead and talk about the Populous. We're going to talk about Populous and XRP finally, and then we're going to call it a day, right? Take a look at Populous, right? I've been talking about Populous since Populous was just about this area, right? The last week of February, a push to the upside. BTC went strong, Populous went weak. Now we got another support. So we could expect, at least for the short term, right, Populous to be moving sideways. I'm holding Populous, so I'm not in a hurry. So I'm definitely holding Populous. So we could be expecting like Populous to be moving sideways and then finish up this correction on the R side. So we could be making a nice U-turn. So once we make a U-turn on the R side, I'm going to update the price on Populous. So but I'm expecting at least Populous to make a very impulse wave and retest this area. We're going to be retesting this area, just about that area. So just remember. All right, let's talk about XRP very quick, and then we're going to call it a day. XRP BTC. We have to go on a weekly time frame. It has to be on Bitfinex, right? XRP BTC. Bitfinex. All right. You take a look at XRP, right? A beautiful formation on the almost like a double A. Right? So a rejection. Like I said, we're gonna get back to this area of neckline. It's gonna be a 3-wave. I'm expecting a 3-wave, right? But if XRP wants to be bullish, it can make it like this way, 1 wave. But I don't want to say a 1 wave to the upside. Not 1 wave, but a 1 vertical move to the upside, because we're gonna get some sort of rejection afterward, and then it's gonna take forever, right, to get back to this area, But I'm expecting like a 3-wave, right? It could be like, it could last like, let's say 2 weeks or so, right? 3 weeks, something like that, until April. We get back to this area until May, right? Because you gotta think about it, it's a 50% move to the upside. XRP can do it like in 2 hours, but it wouldn't be healthy, right? It wouldn't be healthy. I want to see a nice, accumulation move to the upside, and all of a sudden we're going to get this very big impulse wave to the upside. We're going to replicate it just about this area in 1 week, right? and then we're going to replicate this move in here. But from this point to that point, I want it to be like a smooth uptrend, you know, because you got to remember, right, it's not you and I, you know, who's going to be pushing XRP to the upside, because, you know, the amount of XRP, whatever you know, whatever you get, whatever, you know, amount of XRP you get, it doesn't matter, 10,000 XRP, 50,000, it's not much. Like the big boys, right, those, you know, billion XRP, they're going to be pushing the price up. You and I are just, you know, spectators, right? You know, they are the real player, we just watching. So you got to keep that in mind. So it's not like I want XRP to go up and then XRP gonna go up. No, it doesn't work like that, man. It doesn't work like that. So we just have to be patient and then watch this move. You know, hopefully it's gonna be a 3-wave, or, you know, at least like 2 to 3 weeks. A 50% move to the upside. It's not bad. 2 weeks, man. 50% move to the upside. It's not bad when XRP is doing well versus BTC, right? Let's see. It's only been down. Let's see. It's only been down like less than 20% the last, let's say the last 6 weeks. So it's not bad, and BTC is 25% up this week. So it is doing strong, right? It is holding strong. It's not like it's down like 50% versus BTC, only 20% up. So it's not bad. All right, T-Shot. All right, guys. You know, I'm just gonna call it a day. It's almost like what, a 1.5 hour of live streaming. You know, so, you know, let's just hope like by 8 p.m. Eastern time, BTC gonna be able to close. Let's see the current price of BTC really quick. Give the price of BTC. The current price of BTC on Binance is let's see, 51.18. So let's see, let's hope like BTC gonna be able to close above 5100. So my target was 4100. If I get 5100, you know, I'm just gonna be extremely happy, right? You know, and then this week hopefully we're gonna get some rejection just about this area of 55 to 56. First target 55, 56. First target, and then I'm gonna update the price if let's say we break a you know, we break a 55 to 56, even 54.50. I'm gonna go live. So I'm gonna go live stream when we get to 54.50. All right, guys, make sure to hit the like, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below the comment section. Most of you guys gonna come back and watch these videos, so, and then let me know what you think down below the comment section. So, and then you know, all right, thank you for watching.